What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. Blue Da Vinci, man, went on Cam Capone News, man, to continue to expose Big Meech for being a rat. He actually was on the phone with one of the guys Big Meech allegedly set up, who actually is doing close to 30 years now as a result of him being allegedly set up by Big Meech and Tammy. So he's talking to him on a prison call, and we're gonna listen to some of this.
How did Meech have information on you and give it to Tammy, and how did all that come together where they were able to, put
He
all
said,
that
how did
together?
Meech have information on you and give it to Tammy so you could get caught up in it? How did that happen? So that means you got to go back to the movie shit.
Okay, so let me take him back. So me and Tammy were working on the BMF movie. I originally had the script and paid for the script for the BMF movie, not the show that 50's doing on Stars. But I originally paid for the script for the BMF movie, so we were shopping the movie.
So Tammy was involved at that time, which is CS1. So
Tammy Cowan, CS1, had all Meech life rights.
Right. And what year was that?
This all the way back in 09, 2010.
Okay. So this the guy on the phone. He basically saying that he the one who had the rights to it at first. And he was the one working on the movie deal, working on the movie thing, but it wasn't the one 50 Cent doing with Stars. They were going to do their own one, like going even more in depth on everything that took place. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things 50 gonna address in the BMF to protect and cover Meech, he is not going to tell the full story of the other parts, the snitching and the setting people up and things like that. So they was going to do the real breakdown of it, you know.
Okay. So this,
we proved that there was a legitimate business.
Right.
Legal business.
Right.
So, Meech, so let's take it back. The original target was the guy by the name of Fidel Suarez. That was a Mexican cartel member out of California.
Okay, Fidel Suarez. That's who's supposed to have been the original target, allegedly, that Big Meech and this woman Tammy was supposed to have been bringing down. He was a part of the Mexican cartel, Fidel Suarez.
He was the initial target.
Right. Fidel Suarez was the initial target out of Cali.
His name is in the paperwork.
Right.
Meech and Tammy was trying to get Suarez.
Oh, Meech and Tammy was trying to get Suarez.
Exactly. But when the government found out she was in contact with me, they switched the investigation toward me.
Okay, so according to him, they was going to set up Fidel Suarez. Then when the government found out that Tammy was in contact with him, they switched it to him getting set up, he said. He became the target now. Now, that could be for a lot of reasons. Maybe because Fidel Suarez, who's a part of the Mexican cartel, maybe they was at that time being looked in by other government agencies, and sometimes they'll let it be known like, no, we already watching him, we already on him, we've been watching him for a while, so this our investigation. That they probably stepped away and figured like, oh, they already working on them then, so let's go with the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they had some type of connection, being the Mexican cartel, that sometimes when you going up high and you doing that, you stepping on other people's toes too, and somebody probably told them to stand down on that to some degree. However, but according to this guy, Fidel Suarez was the original initial target. Somehow he's saying when they found out that Tammy was dealing with me, they switched it, which makes no sense. In order for them to switch it, that would mean that some other people had to be involved to some degree and told them like, no, we covering this already, or we already got an investigation going on. So then that's why it was switched. He probably don't know that though.
Bad work, my nigga. Bad work. It's just bad work.
Exactly.
Did she help set you up or anything like that?
What's called third-party cooperation, and that's what we've been preaching because that's the dirty little secret.
He just
Okay, so he's saying that Meech setting him up with the girl Tammy is called third-party cooperation. In other words, what it's saying is that Meek is too much of a high risk to set free to allow him to work with them. So what they did was keep Meech locked up. Then the person can snitch and set people up on Meech's behalf, and Meech will be credited of what the third party does on his behalf, since he was too much of a risk to be set free to do it himself.
just all right. Look, did she help set you up or anything like that?
Yeah, she set me up.
Bro, I broke all that down on our last interviews, bro. She listen. All right, let me explain to you what this lady did, man. She went to the police. All right, she went on a visit or something with Meech and got a play to run. Look, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. She left from up there talking to him and went to the police and said, look, I'm supposed to go do this and go do that and do this and do that. I told y'all we finna run the play. And they gave her the phones or whatever to hook up the wiretap. They gave her the hot phones, the wiretap who she was talking to.
Okay. So basically she went to Meech, since Meech had a lot of the connections with the people. And just like the movie, and just like, now this make a little sense if you've been watching BMF movie, the series. Remember, he met the Mexican guys, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that's Juarez. That's Juarez. So I guess that's what dude was meaning. Like, he was supposed to have been the initial target when Big Meech got popped off. If you've been watching BMF, that Mexican guy who he took down to Atlanta with him when they got his brother T, and then Meech was already gone. Then Meech had to come back to basically help T because they wanted to meet Meech in person. So that's who he's talking about right there. That's who was the initial target. But notice what he said. Tammy went to Meech, and Meech was giving her all the information on the people, allegedly. In this information with all the people, then she takes it back to the feds who she working with, telling them like, okay, Meech told me to do this, do this, do that, do this, do that. Then the feds and them like, okay. So the feds supplied her with the phones that she would be using to be in contact with all the parties involved that she would be setting up snitching so that they could be wiretapped.
And then she started communicating with everybody on this wiretap phone, bro.
Exactly.
That's how she did it.
With Jack Harvey. Meech put him.
And you know what's crazy about that is that's what happened to me. That's what happened to me in my indictment when I got indictment. My partner and buddy of mine, we partners, he was dealing with a girl. He didn't know the girl was setting us up, but it was a girl he was trying to have sex with. He didn't know she was working with the people. He didn't know that she was setting us up. So they gave her a phone to contact him on. From them giving her a phone to contact him on, when she would be talking to him, that brought me in the conversation. Because the wired phone, that's the police phone that they record and everything going on. When she called him and she needed to, she needed a certain amount of work, then he would call me since I was his guy. So she calling him on the police phone, which means now that phone is actually programmed in her phone and all the contacts that's within his phone. So when he called me now I'm programmed in the phone also now. Then so on and so on and so on and so on. Now remember, back then, that was in 2000. When I got indicted, that was in 2001. You can just imagine how the technology is right now. If that's what they were doing back then, it's way on a high-tech level now. That's how come I'm telling you, it's easy to get all these brothers. And what's crazy, man, again, we live in an era where people just don't care. They're not careful. They be so open, man. I be around plenty people, man, and plenty people. I be hearing them talking on the phone, man. They have no filter. They be saying everything. They be like, "Hey, are you gonna pick that up? How much dope is that is? Hey, who got the cocaine? Who got the pills? Who got this?" They just be talking so freely. I be like, wow. But I'm glad I even look. I'm glad I live an honest life because I already know, man. These people, what? I already know. I'm so glad I live an honest life now.
It is.
With Jack Harvey. Meech put him with Special Agent Jack Harvey.
Where can people find this paperwork?
All right, look, this is where you can find the paperwork. Type in Tammy Cowan's CS1.
YouTube.
On YouTube. No, on Safari. Not on YouTube.
Okay, yeah.
On Safari. I'm just sending to the actual docket. Nah, forget YouTube. Okay. I'm sending them to the docket. The docket is public information. If you type in Demetrius Flannery CS1, type in Demetrius Flannery CS1 it's in your Safari search, and it's gonna pop up right at the top. A 35-page, 33-page docket with all the docket numbers and everything, so people can't be saying it's fake. For people that want to go to Pace or go wherever and pull it for real, you know what I'm saying, off the internet or from a government site or something, then they could do it because all the CR numbers and all of the shit is there. So look, when I just type that in my phone, bro, see, because I don't want no mistakes about this shit. Hold on. When I just type that in my phone, this is what it looked like in my phone, right? This is what it looked like in my phone. When I type it in my phone, this is what it looked like in my phone, right? And then I'm going to click on it. Boom. And when you click on it and enlarge it and click on the actual docket, this is what it looked like.
Okay.
So when you got that one with the red case number 414-CR-00088-RWS-SPM, you know you got the right docket number. And this right here is United States District Court against Dion Lamont Gatlin, Timothy Lamont Rush, Andre Alfonso Rush, and Lorenzo Ralph Gibbs. So them is the defendants.
Yeah, he basically on the phone with the guy who locked up doing almost 30 years, and they gave the case numbers and everything. You can go look it up. It's public records and everything. Crazy thing about this is now they finna do a welcome home concert for Big Meech. This what Rick Ross and them throwing with a lot of rappers supposed to be performing and celebration and welcoming back Big Meech. So now they letting it be known. You know, we in this era where they so-called saying they don't deal with snitches and all this stuff. Okay, I wonder what they all gonna say now. And this is what 50 Cent trying to do now. He trying to do the damage control now. You know what I'm saying? Again, I just think it's kind of fake on his behalf because he always knew this anyway. And he wasn't going to blow the horn until Big Meech was seen taking the picture and video with Rick Ross. So I wonder what the rapper's finna say now, seeing that this is now being exposed that Big Meech is a rat who literally set people up and told on people allegedly, like 50 of them is implying, and Blue Da Vinci them implying, and speaking to the guys who actually in prison locked up behind what they saying Big Meech and this woman Tammy did to them. You know, so I mean, we do live in an era where it don't matter though, because it seems like people who snitching now becoming real popular. Gunna snitched, his record sales went up. What's the dude named? Charleston White. Let it be known he a snitch. He one of the hottest dudes on the internet. The other dude in the Young Thug case, he went up there snitching. Now he real popular on the internet. So you got snitches being popular in this day and era. But I wonder how many rappers gonna pull out of the concert now since this information is being said because they want to wear the badge of being real. Me personally, just keeping it real, it's all fake to me. I don't think none of these brothers real, just keeping it real. The hardest thing about being real is being real. And if you actually is being real and being honest with yourself, you'll find out when you live in that street life that it's all fake. Your homies is fake. The women is fake. The love is fake. It's all fake. You fake because you go against God and don't want nothing with it. It's all fake. So it's one big lie. It's one big lie. It's one big disappointment. That's all it is. So I can care less if Big Meech is a snitch. The only thing about it is he's a snitch on record. A lot of people be snitches not on records. I don't think it's one of them brothers who don't tell or haven't told or will tell, because it comes with that lifestyle. You never know till you behind those walls. When they talking about 100 years to you, and you know it's real and it's true, and you know the thing they got you on is true, you'd be amazed at the things that's going to come out of your mouth. You'd be amazed at all the people you would be willing to set up when you see that you could possibly spend the rest of your life in prison. You'd be amazed at what may come out of your mouth. Believing somebody else finna be hitting the woman you love. Letting that play in your mind and heart while you locked up, who she laying down with, who she giving head to. All the guys who said they love you. All the guys who led you on to believe that y'all was all gang, only to find out none of them come visit you, none of them write you letters, none of them put money on your books. You'd be amazed at the things that come out of your mouth when you're in that situation. And that's why you never put yourself in that situation to actually have to go through those things or make those choices and decisions. Because one thing about the streets that I know to be true, if you can't make up your mind to get up out of it, then the streets will make the decision for you. And the sad thing about that is you're not going to like the choice it chooses. Neither the consequences that come behind it from you not leaving before your sins came knocking at your door.
What's in those streets for you? So leave me waiting on you. What's in those streets for you? So leave me waiting on you. What's in those streets for you?